What the Eve say?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Rise of Nyarlathotep. We are here. We are ready for combat. We had weird conversations before the show started, because that's how we get pumped up and ready to entertain you all. So, before we start off on this audio journey, I guess it's also video. Before we start off on this cinematic journey, I am Lucas. My pronouns are he, him, and I will be your DM for the evening. Ian.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ian. My pronouns are he, they. I'll be playing Weary, the artificer tiefling, pronouns they, them. If I sound a little wonky, it's because I have been ill for the last 3 days. It just means I'll be slightly more chill on the energy levels today, but I should be fine. I'm feeling much better today.
Meg.
Damn it, Lucas! I was enjoying that. I was like, you want to be a druid?
I saw it before.
I was like, oh no.
I'm Meg, and my pronouns are she, they, and I'm playing her favorite socially anxious godling druid who apparently is somehow really good in combat. I don't know why I keep doing that with characters, but here we are, and their pronouns are they, them.
It's a combat game, so I hope so. Jess.
Hi there, I'm Jess. My pronouns are she, her. I will be playing Glyph, the Automata Rogue. And is my voice changer still on?
Nope, you're good.
Okay, good. And yeah, Glyph, Automata Rogue, their pronouns are they, them, and they are ready to go.
All right, Eve.
Hello, I'm Eve, and I'm playing TK37, the telekinetic goblin super soldier, and I am ready to throw down tonight. Let's fuck this guy up.
And Jason.
Hey, I'm Jason. I'll be playing Gratok, the Simply Superb Plumerian Bard. We're both he, him. Yeah.
All right. So, before we start off, sound effects, music, weird sounds, all from Sirenscape. Yes. Do you want to have weird sounds in your house? Yeah, you do. You are tired of this mundane living. You stare at the sun and scream at it to just change things up. You went over, picked up one of your chairs and threw it at your fridge because you're like, maybe there's a portal there. I've been playing too much Elden Ring. I just have to swing it at 50 times. That's not a fun feature. So, go to Sirenscape. Change up your house. Listen to some fun sounds. Have someone yell at you the price of pigs, or have someone tell you that you shouldn't be having that much fun. At Sirenscape, they make dreams come true. We are also sponsored by Roll20. Roll20 brings you amazing games online. You can get on there, play with your friends, defy space and time, go into Roll20. You can even look for groups. Don't know anyone who wants to play TTRPGs because everyone's like, I just don't have the time and my imagination's not that good. Doesn't matter. You can go on there, hit the looking for group, and play with a bunch of random people. We are also doing a giveaway today. That's right. We're going to be giving away a copy of Ghost Court. You're probably sitting there going, but what's Ghost Court? I don't know anything about this. Ghost Court is a pretty fun party game. I actually played it for a work event because they suddenly messaged me like 2 hours before I had to go to this event. They're like, you're running this, right? So very, very easy to set up. You have one judge who can be a ghost themselves, and then you have either ghosts complaining at one another for petty civil arguments, or a living person and a ghost, and they each get to defend themselves and the judge gets to figure it out, or have a jury, have people scream. It's fun. So we're doing a giveaway of that. All you have to do is follow us here on Twitch, use the chat, and you're good. Stick around for the end where we do the draw. Okay, last thing. Last time on Rise of Nyarlathotep, our heroes had stepped into the bog once more. They had set up a fun little earth camp with Alora's help, and they're housing their spider horses there and carriage, as well as they told Bubbles to stay. So Bubbles is chilling out there with the spider horses. The Randos kept moving forward towards Rezmir's place following Forvin, and it kept getting thicker and thicker fog until they approached this very large facility. Going forward, the Randos found out that there's a large pen of undead lizards, and there was a little Dwarven 2.0 jumping around in there screaming at them. The Randos kept sneaking off a little bit more. Glyph split off, went, investigated the whole outside. Looks like at one time this was a very well-kept futuristic building, but it's been a long time. A lot of parts have fallen off and it's been replaced with brick and mortar. And Glyph saw that on the near the front, it said the facility. So Glyph went, shoved a bar through the front door, did not let anyone out, while the randos went and pretty much just decimated a small village of Dwarven 2.0s. One of them ripped their chest open, Black Orb went, hit Weary, found out about Trust. What's that mean? Then finally, front doors get kicked open, out comes Ironjaw, a ghoul that has been assisting Rezmir for quite some time, but the randos just haven't ever run into them. Ironjaw steps onto the water. That's right, it freezes where they walk. And they scream out and look up towards the sky, and all of your eyes follow it as you see there is this large orb. It's just like these pieces of the black bits from the Dwarvens has been slowly sinking into the ground, moving up and just floating up, just shaping into this giant sphere. We are hopping back into combat, everyone. Everyone roll for initiative. This time I got my book.
I got the nat 20 this time.
Yo.
I did not get
Nice.
the nat 20 this time.
I actually rolled a good initiative this time.
Hey.
Hey.
A 21.
Ooh.
All right.
I got a 10.
I will ask everyone's initiatives again in just 1 second.
I'll wait until you do that.
Oh
my God, dude. TK, you have 80 HP? That's nuts.
Well, I don't right now.
Oh, well, I mean, you used to.
TK's
the T in TK
I have
stands for tank.
71. Well,
Big
see,
status
that's the
con.
bonus. Like, Constitution is my main skill, so every time I
Oh.
get a bonus 5 hit points.
Oh, cool.
Pretty rad.
Number go up.
Weary, what did you get for initiative?
I got a 14.
Okay. TK?
21.
Kratok?
Nat 20 for 24.
Nice. Laura?
15.
Glyph?
10.
And I will be doing a separate initiative for Ironjaw, which is a good thing. Not that it matters much. Alrighty. So, we are starting off this match with Kratok. Kratok, you see this large orb of strange, almost gelatinous, like a liquid. Think of it like mercury. And it's floating in the air, slowly just shifting and turning. You can hear a number of whispers coming from this as it just continues to shift more and more.
Wait, and that's Ironjaw currently?
Ironjaw is like standing on the puddle, or like the pool of water, just standing in this ice. But the orb itself is like high up into the sky. It's above all of you, probably about 50 feet.
Yeah, I forgot about those orbs from last time. Kratok is going to move towards Ironjaw. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And swing the dead mage's hand towards him.
Ooh. All right. What rules do we have set up? I think it was a D4 and then a D20.
I believe so.
Okay. Blow the dust off this. We don't play by the rules here. Come on. Alrighty. So what did you get?
Apparently I'm getting pizza. I got 2 and 2.
Oh, 22. This is a pretty good one, actually. Crown of Madness.
Cool.
Ooh.
All right, Crown of Madness. Not on this page. Back in the olden times, flipping through a book. One humanoid of your choice that is seen within range must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed. for the duration. Oh, for fuck's sakes. If they are charmed, a twisted crown of jagged iron appears on their head and a madness glows in their eyes. The charmed target must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature close to them. Oh, I swear. You know what? Just for transparency, I'm going to roll it on roll 20 because this is actually a really big move. So we're gonna do slash. Oh wait. Oh my god, how do I roll a die on?
Slash R.
I haven't rolled a die in here in so long. Slash
D20.
R D20 plus. Let's look at Iron Jaw's stuff. They are a Pally Dan. 24.
Damn.
And that's with the roller. Maybe that's what I need to use. I will settle down on just using my own dice. All right, so there is. All right, so the spell ends because the target had succeeded. I think that's what I'll do with like big spells and stuff like that. That could really change the fight. I'll keep it fairly transparent. Okay, so Kritok, you wave this hand, this dead, like mummified hand. Magic bursts out. We watch as these just chains, they are these like ghostly purplish chains just reach out from this hand in Kritok's hands, and it just arcs out towards where Ironjaw is. And when it hits right near them, this yellowish energy just illuminates around them. This holy symbol rattles around their neck, just bouncing off their full plate armor. All these different tentacles just swirling around, and in the center of all these tentacles is 3 black triangles. And the spell just dissipates. Do you want to do a bonus action at all?
I don't think I have anything that useful, so no.
Okay. So from Kritok, we go to TK.
Hey, so I think PK's kind of busy with a big lizard that's trying to eat her. So she's gonna take out Darkblade and throw it to Glyph. Just like pin it into the roof, like right in front of where Glyph's at.
Okay, yeah. Just make
Yeah, because I'm hidden.
Just make me a dexterity check. It's a pretty low DC. You're just trying to hit a roof. So we'll say DC 10.
Well, that is an 11.
All right. So it looks like at first you gave it way too much power, but then it curves down and Glyph, the dark blade, stabs right near you.
And then I am going to bite the bullet and drink that mysterious blue fluid.
Yes! Sweet. Constitution saving throw. You're good at these.
Those.
Yeah.
That'll be a 27.
Hell yeah. So you watch TK just pop the lid off this, and it's just this nondescript vial of mysterious blue liquid. And it's that blue that looks like it would taste really good, you know, like it probably has like cobalt, and so you just slap it back and it powers right through you. These blue veins just course through your whole body as you feel so energized as your teeth start growing. You feel
the ultimate Gatorade.
You feel your jaw snap and crack as your teeth are elongating and your body is starting to bulk up. So TK, at the moment,
big TK.
At the moment, you currently have for this turn, it says, I knew you were gonna drink this thing. You currently have advantage on strength checks.
Now, with these big teeth, do I have a bite attack?
I'll say yeah. Yeah, D6.
Not gonna use that yet. I just want to like pin down this lizard. Just jump on it.
Okay. Are you trying to like grapple this lizard?
Yes.
Okay. It's Crocodile Dundee. Oh my god,
That
I got
have
a 1.
advantage on strength checks.
You do, so don't roll 2 1s or else we'll be tied.
Well, I did roll a 2 and then a 9.
It's the
Plus-
most half-assed battle of 2 people trying to grapple, but you do
PK's
manage.
Fairly strong, but she's not actually used to using her arms for stuff.
You're also like 3 feet tall, so this lizard that's like 10 feet long, it is amazing as people just see you pin this thing down to the ground, do like an alpha roll. You got it where you want it
I'm
at the
holding
moment.
it right now.
Yeah. And you see the spear is still like drilling inside of it.
Oh yeah, that's like what, a D8? Or does it roll on its turn?
No, it would be a D8 on your turn because you were the one who threw it.
It's a 5.
All right. We'll bring it down to 7. All right, so this drill, like pieces of bone and sinew, are just flying off of this undead lizard as we go from TK, who is pinning down a lizard, to Ironjaw. So the ghoul finish shrieking, and some of this massive black orb just starts leaking like a tendril down, and the ghoul's jaw unhinges as it just goes into their body, and you see their eyes go completely black. These veins start pulsing over them as there's this energy that starts just pulsing off. You see the water is just rippling out in waves from them. They heft this massive greatsword, looking towards who is the closest. Weary. Weary, what is your AC?
Ever since I bought that funky new armor, it is a 16, but I haven't fixed my magic shield, so...
Okay. So 16 on the die. And for the second attack?
2?
Oh, that's a 13. So second attack misses.
Okay.
So Ironjaw launches from this water. The water just sprays out on either side. Ice just forms in this single sheet as Ironjaw just launches towards where Weary is. Just crashing through the brush, this sword comes slicing down across Weary, and then they try bringing it back up, but Weary, you manage to kind of stumble out of the way. It clangs off of a part of your armor, but you are taking... to get the rest of my dice out. Not bad. You are taking 11 points of damage.
Fine. It's fine. It's fine.
So you just feel this cut go right across your chest, and Kratok, you're nearby. You can see that you can almost hear like the creaking of the body of Ironjaw. From there it goes to Weary.
Oh, that's lovely. Let me see if I keep up my... I do get to keep up my flaming sphere.
Nice.
I'm going to see... Can I make the flaming sphere? No, I can't reach. So I'm going to have it shuffle over here, the maximum 30 feet. So I just, Weary with one hand, just like pulls back on the little telekinetically controlled goblin figurine that is making a little dancing fire TK dance around the battlefield, and just like flings it forward, but isn't able to like fully maximize its distance, so it just kind of lands right there. And then they take out the nightmare fish, and they quietly thank Glyph for pre-charging it with whatever dark secret is inside, and just try to point blank like fire nightmare juice at Ironjaw.
That's a ray attack, I think.
Oh, okay, cool. So +8, so that's 19.
You got him.
All right, so that's 5d6.
Nice.
So yeah, Weary whirls around in their like little arm cannon situation that they have kind of like set up as a little pauldron. Pesca is currently like floating around nearby, not like able to do much because Weary's focusing on moving the little fireball. So instead, the arm cannon kind of like coalesces over the hand, and you see the like horrible nightmare fish is still inside. So it just fires off this necrotic ray from inside of it. And that is going to be 18 points of damage.
Ooh. So this just blast fires out, and you can hear these just muttered whispers, and it sounds like it's in Glyph's voice. You can't quite hear what it's saying as it just hits right into Ironjaw. Just a little part of their armor just kind of like melts and flings off one of the pauldrons as there's this just severe burn on their shoulder, and they shriek out in pain, stumbling back a little bit.
I don't know who you are, but you're going to take a step back and rethink your life's choices. And I don't want to disengage because if I know I have a rogue on my team and I want to give Glyph the chance to get some cool Darkblade headshots if possible. So I'm gonna regrettably stay engaged in combat with Ironjaw. So
all right,
I'll get to face the consequences of that soon.
So Weary, you stayed toe to toe. Sorry, I mixed up initiative. Alora. But you went after Ironjaw still, so don't worry.
I'm gonna just lasso yeet my lightning bolt towards Ironjaw.
All right, dexterity saving throw.
I believe so. I've cast this, I don't know how many times in the last 2 games. Yes, Dex.
Blessed be the paladin saving throw. Doesn't matter though when you roll like that. All right, full damage. Take a new d20 out.
Yeah. So it is the 4d10 because this is my 4th level one that I didn't realize that would stay. So that's 9 plus 3 is 12 plus another 2. Okay, well, screw you too. Plus a 10, so 22 plus 8 is 30, and then, so 30.
So, as they stumble back from Petska's blast, this beam of lightning just shoots down, and it is a pillar of lightning, and just hits their steel armor as they shriek out. This steam is rising off of them. These black eyes are staring wild, and they're looking back and forth between Weary, Kurtok, and Alora as they're trying to figure out what to do next. And it goes from Alora to Glyph.
All right, I hear the dark blade kind of sink into the roof. I see all of that just happen. The lightning strikes, and I kind of look to the dark blade. I'm like, Dark blade, you could be a sword and a dagger. Can you be an arrow?
Well, are you asking me to be an arrow? Because yeah, I can.
Yes, please. So yeah, if he'll turn into an arrow.
Yeah, so this will be 10 damage to yourself. And what did I have it before? I believe I said... Oh my god, what are my stats on Darkblade? 3d6 and 3d8? Yeah, so 3d6 normal damage, and then 3d8 necrotic damage.
Okay. Okay, the attack roll is a dirty 20. I assume that hits. All right. So I kind of grab him as an arrow, and I shoot with the silver bow. And as I'm drawing it back, the shadow energy pours into me as well, and I feel it starting to form that plate armor. That's the Centurion armor. But then I remember Alora said that they didn't like that. They didn't like that part of me. So it kind of changes. And as I let the arrow go, the shadows go. And now I am in my Chambers assassin outfit. So please imagine whatever you imagine a steampunk assassin looks like. It's that. It's a very Dark Souls. But Ironjaw is about to take 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 3, 12 regular damage.
Okay.
And then how many 8s?
3.
Okay. 8, 1, 4, 13. And then Because Weary's there and I was hidden, I get sneak attack.
Ooh.
And that is 4, 4, and 2.
I don't feel bad for giving them as much health as I did.
Oh, okay.
Anymore. Because you all just did like over 80 damage the first round, and we're not even through everyone. All right. So, Glyph, you fire off this dark blade arrow. It just pierces through, and the fog splits as the arrow just goes right through, sinking into the side of Ironjaw. They look down, shrieking and hissing, their eyes wide. They are rough. You all just unleashed hell on this ghoul, and they're stumbling a little bit. They're trying to look around. They're confused, and it goes to the Monstars. So they can't do much this round. They could pretty much just run up. All right, so they don't get slowed. I can't go. It's gonna take a minute. I'm just gonna move them as a group. All right. They are indeed foolish enough to move as one. None of them really have any means of ranged attacks as they're going up. You see there's just a number of Dwarven 2.0s. There are these very large frogs that are just bounding along, and they have these runes that are burned into the sides of their heads as they seem to be moving about in a frenzy. And it goes from the monsters just powering through this moat of water off to Kritok.
Kritok's go to see that Weary took that hit and runs up beside Weary. Says, Weary, we've got to keep it together! And casts a level 3 Cure Wounds.
All right.
Which will heal for 17.
Oh, okay, that's much better.
This go-go juice just brings you back from the dead as you breathe in deep. The wound that was resulted from Ironjaw just quickly fades away. And Ironjaw is looking more crazed as you are all looking at one another, just realizing that there's this horde of baddies that are coming towards Kritok. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I will use my bonus action to shout back to Alora and say, Alora, more lightning! To give Alora Bardic Inspiration.
Nice.
What does that do again?
Hold on. So, on your next ability check, attack roll, or saving throw, you can roll and add a 1d8.
Okay.
You can choose when to use it in the next 10 minutes. Sorry, I said that kind of incorrectly.
Okay.
So, Alora, you get this inspiration from Kritok. Kritok, you are looking over all these bags, just like running through this underbrush. We go from Kritok to TK. TK, you got this beast pinned. It is trying to get out at the moment. Oh, I actually forgot to roll for it on the beast's turn, so it's actually going to just do a quick opposed check with you. You do have advantage. I got 10.
That's good because I just got a 17.
All right, so you already have it on its back. It's not going anywhere.
All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll for the drill damage real quick.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 3.
Okay.
So I would like to just like squeeze really hard and just try to break its neck on this turn.
Sure. That's just like just with your strength alone.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Roll it.
Oh, I'm feeling buff. What am I rolling for this?
Oh. So during this turn, you are you're grabbing on, you're feeling your muscles tighten in your body as this fur starts growing over your skin. You feel your mouth starting to extend outward, but it's not fully out yet.
Oh, dog TK.
And you are grabbing on, you're watching as your nails are growing longer. You still just have a bonus on your strength at the moment, but just roll me a strength check.
There a full moon?
No, somebody just drank something that...
Well, that's a nat 20.
You let out this howl as you rip the head off of this creature, holding it up. This just primal energy is flowing through you. You feel amazing as you're lifting it up, just like throwing bits of it around, and your nose picks up the smell of another just rotting dead thing as you look over at Ironjaw.
Yep, that's when the rage is activated.
All right, from TK's wolf out moment, it goes to Alora.
I'll just look at Guitar and be like, what else am I gonna do right now? I'm too far away. And thanks though. And I'll just lasso zap him again.
Who do you want to hit?
Where's my map?
Because remember, there is splash damage when it hits down.
Mm-hmm. I need to double check my. Ooh, it's a cylinder. Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. It's got a really. I forgot how massive a radius it's got. Probably. It's a radius of 60.
You can reach 60 feet. Or you mean range?
No, it's a radius. So it's a cylinder. I have a range
because
of
it's like a
120 feet,
cloud.
but
It like
it's
covers
Mhm.
the area.
Yeah, so it's 10 foot tall with a 60-foot radius. And
Okay.
So, probably ruler. Maybe in the water.
Yeah, it can reach quite a ways. It's
Oh,
60
I think
feet.
the strike radius is 60 feet, but the actual lightning bolt hits in a 5-foot radius.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so 60 feet. Let's see. Roll 20
You
goodness.
definitely hit Ironjaw
Oh,
again.
you can hit anyone in this. If you hit Ironjaw, you do have splash on Weary.
Yeah, I'll aim it to where it's
I
not
forgot
gonna
that last time.
hit them. Yeah. It's just kind of. I have to be like all the way back over here.
There's a lot of places that you can hit at least 3 of them. So
Yeah. Can I do it like over here? Do I want to do that?
if
Yeah.
you hold and click, you can make a little
No, I'm trying to just radius square
see.
out. Yeah, can I do it like right here, like in the water?
yeah. Okay, so if you did it right here, you could hit these 2 frogs, and then I can give
These two guys.
this frog disadvantage on its next turn if it fails a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Then yeah, let's do that. And I was wondering if there would be a way for the water to then have like an electrified status.
It would just be for like that moment because the water wouldn't
Mhm.
hold on to the electricity. Like if there was a constant electric current going into it, then yeah, it definitely would. But if it just
Okay.
strikes once, then it's gonna kind of pulse out.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering about that. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, so the frogs all pass their dexterity, but they're still taking half damage.
So it's still a lot anyway.
Mm-hmm.
For 8 plus 5 is numbers plus 6 11, 19. And then plus a 10 is 29. And I'll go ahead and use the Bardic Inspiration for.
Oh, I don't think that could be applied to damage. I think that's
Can
just
I?
for your...
Can I not? It's attack.
It's just like 2 hit. So like if you were swinging a weapon or you were using a
boo
spell
hiss!
that
I'm too far away
required
from
you.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
But you can still hold on to it. I think it's like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I'll do that. So 29 damage.
29. So they take half. So we'll say 15. So these frogs are pretty cooked. They are not really ribbiting or moving with the same vigor. Oh, this one was just getting disadvantaged if it failed. They're not really moving with the same vigor that they had once before, and they are just kind of pulling themselves now towards all of you. It goes from Alora to Weary. Weary. Did I miss? Oh, god damn it. I'm so bad at initiative. I will get better at this one day. It is Ironjaw. Sorry, Weary.
Oh, sorry. I was about to say, did you miss Ironjaw? Because I remember being in danger, and now I'm not.
Sure did.
So what's going on?
So, Ironjaw is going to use their bonus action to once more pull from the sphere. So the sphere just sends down more of this goo, and it sort of coats their shoulders and goes along their arms. They grab onto their greatsword and twist it, and it breaks off into 2 separate blades. And then, I mean, you're kind of the only one here at the moment, Weary. So one of the blades starts glowing with this radiant energy as they go to swing their first strike, trying to smite you. Your AC is 16.
Yes. Oh, no.
As a hit for the first,
Mm-hmm.
a hit for the second,
Mm-hmm.
but a miss for the third.
Oh, it's a compound sentence.
There you go. All right, Weary.
Yeah, what's up? What's the damage?
Your first hit. This is the smite. So you have 8 points of radiant damage that you get hit for.
Hmm.
And then you have 13 points of physical damage, slashing.
Yeah.
And then the second swipe, you get for 15 points of damage.
Oof. All right. Very glad I got healed because that could have been bad.
So it's just these slashes hitting down as it's just these strange reverberating screams. The goo is starting to like form more on them, and it almost looks like the goo is starting to latch on and start like. Weary, you're a scientist. You know definitely an invasive parasite when you see one.
Oh, I see.
You studied trying to get rid of mushrooms for so long.
Yeah, no, it's all full circle for me.
Yeah.
All right.
So it goes to you, Weary.
Sure does. All right. So, as an action, this is a spell I thought I was going to use to rescue other people. Does it only work on other creatures? Rip. You magically twist the space around another creature you can see. Well, not to put too fine a point on it. Oh, right. I took 2 big hits. Let me see if I can keep up my... Nope. Fireball's gone. So all those repeated smacks from a big sword have just rattled poor Weary's brain enough that they are no longer able to concentrate on telekinetically moving a tiny clay figurine that's shooting like caustic fire around. So it just stops spinning and fizzles out. And Weary, I'm going to use my action to disengage because I've had it just about enough of that. And I'm going to move 30 feet all the way over here. Come on. One to the right. Okay, there we go. All right, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to...
Did you move, Weary?
Yeah. I used
okay, there we go. Sorry,
I
was
used
just...
disengage to do it.
The map was just taking a minute.
You're good. And then I'm going to have... I haven't done this in a hot minute, but damage is damage. So I'm definitely going to see if I can have Pesca do the thing in terms of like attack with the little like
Little beam.
creature feature. Yeah, the little beam it has. Because I still have to wait an extra round before I can use the Nightmare Fish again. I can't find Pesca's thing, but I'm pretty sure it's just an attack roll based on my own spell attack.
That makes sense.
Which 23 is supposed to hit, and then I think it just does a D4. I don't know if that changes as I level up. I'll have to check the non-phone version of my character sheet. But D4 is a D4. So I'm gonna ping one of the frogs. That actually sounds smarter.
Okay.
So D4 plus my intelligence is gonna be 8 damage to one of the frogs.
Are you hitting one of the damaged ones?
Yeah, let's just ping one of the damaged ones.
So just this little beam shoots out from Pesca. Pesca uses water gun. It was super effective. Slices right through this frog. The top of its head just falls off as the frog just collapses down to the ground. We got a
fine by me.
good water pressure.
Oh,
go ahead.
No, that was it. Just mostly like, okay, he hits like oh god, like one of those giant creatures we fought that was made of meatballs. Please be careful.
From Weary, it goes to Glyph.
Okay, I have the Darkblade armor activated. The Darkblade is currently stuck in.
So if you
Ironjaw.
if you'd like to keep the Darkblade armor, it will cost you 15 hit points.
15?
15, because it makes you resistant to everything.
Oh, okay. Is there any way to like summon the Darkblade back, or do I have to go get it?
You have to go get it. TK has that luxury with brain power.
Oh yeah, you have brain power. Yeah.
And Darkblade is currently lodged in the side of Ironjaw.
Yeah, I think Glyph feels like what it would take to keep the armor up without holding the Darkblade, and it just kind of like the shadows collapse and fade away. And they say, TK, you may need to get that. And I will attack him again with my bow for a natural 1.
So the energy leaves you, and the panic sets in as you look over at your friend Weary, and you are not used to this flood of emotion. Weary looks rough, bleeding from so many different angles. You're looking over and release the bow. You release the arrow too early, and you look back, and it just goes sailing over, just heading right past all the different creatures there.
And then I will cunning action to hide again.
Okay. So it goes from Glyph to the Monstars. I don't believe I missed anyone. All right, so Kratok, you are closest to a lot of them as they start just kind of piling in. 5, 10, 15, 20. And then these ones are just going to move closer to Allura. 10, 15, 20, 25. So I guess like one of them's there. So they're just double movement, so those ones can't attack right now. The ones that move very far. And then these two. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They go there. All right, Kratok, so 3 are attacking you. This is a little Office Space moment. You are in the field. And let's see, what is your AC with the Armor of Kada?
14.
14. That's with advantage. That's still a miss. So the Dwarven 2.0 has this whip, and they just start like cracking down at you, but they're so distracted with everything that they start slapping it at small saplings. They see a little centipede is crawling by, and they start hitting that as they roll the 1. And then the 2 frogs both jump forward and bite down on you. You feel these like needle-like teeth just pierce into your body. So it's 2 of these. So Kratok, you are taking 12 points of damage as these 2 large battle toads bite down into you. And that is the monsters go. From them, it goes to you, Kratok.
You thought you were so clever surrounding me like that, but I bet you weren't counting on this. And Kurtok pulls out the Wersori's series shotgun to
Nice.
fire directly at Ironjaw, and I guess it probably hit this Dwarven as well.
Yeah.
All right, time to roll a bunch of dice.
They have to make a
believe
dexterity.
Yeah, I believe the saving throw should be 16.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So Ironjaw succeeds, but the Dwarven is far from it.
Be 22 points of damage.
That Dwarven just explodes. And maybe it was because that fleshy body really took a lot of the brunt of it, but only a portion of it ends up hitting Ironjaw.
And then, with Kurtok's bonus action, he's going to shout to TK. TK, I need you to blow some things up for me. I'm kind of in trouble here. For Bardic Inspiration.
Sweet.
All right, handing out that Bardic Inspiration, it goes over to TK.
So TK is just going to immediately start sprinting over to Ironjaw.
Your transformation actually furthers. Your body starts growing. You feel your bones, they're snapping and reforming as you're getting larger. Just this power is pulsing through you. The mushroom arm, it looks like your skin is forming over the mushroom arm, and mushrooms are still popping through as it's some weird, now horrid combination of machine and flesh. And your nails then grow over the extended fingers of the mushroom arm. You now have 2 claw attacks that are both d6s, and your bite is now a d8. As the rest of your muzzle elongates, your ears prick up. You now have 2 of them. You, at this moment of transformation, you still just have 1 eye, but your nose is now picking up all sorts of smells. When you're doing a perception check, you are doing so with advantage.
Big dog TK.
You're now a medium creature as well. You're standing at around 5 feet tall.
Huge. Oh, she's getting dizzy at this height. Yeah, so I'm going to be sprinting forward at Ironjaw. I guess on all fours now. And what's about like halfway? Just shoulder checking right past this frog. I'll eat the fucking
The attack of opportunity.
attack. Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to like telekinetically rip out the arrow.
Oh. Okay. The attack of opportunity misses hard because your AC is dumb. So it's just a clang against your brain shield as you are just still barreling forward. Use your push your powers. You are in quite a feral state. So at the moment, I'm going to give you disadvantage.
Ooh, in that case, we're going to use an inspiration. Oops. Yeah. That'll be a 23.
All right, so you pull it out. It rips right out of the ghoul, sailing back to your hand. You now have the dark blade in arrow form.
TK's not even going to catch it. She's just going to whip it right around her body. As it's whipping around, it's turning back into the sword and going straight back at Ironjaw.
All right, I'll roll to hit.
And this will be a reckless attack too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're gonna hit it. Yeah, that will be a 25.
That hits. You go to say something like "fuck yeah" or something like that, and it comes out just garbled, like.
So you said 3d8 and 3d6.
Yep. And take 10 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Lucas,
Yes.
does this count as a beast? Does TK now
TK?
count as a beast?
Yes. TK is a magical beast at the moment.
Yeah, that'll be a 21.
So Darkblade rips out, sails around, goes back in, but in sword form now, and it just stabs into Ironjaw as more of this like tar-like stuff is forming on them. They're looking really, really rough as they just have to stagger and stop. They look at you, TK, their eyes kind of bleary as they're sort of trying to steady themselves. From TK, it goes to Ironjaw as they use their bonus action to call down more of the orb. It coats them, and now it's dripping off of their body. When it hits down into the ground, it's like a little raindrop that bursts into little particles, and those particles sail back up and stick themselves to Ironjaw, but they just keep dripping off. And it is now coated probably 2/3 of Ironjaw. And they turn towards UTK, and in these just erratic lunges, they start swinging these two swords. One of them glows this bright white energy. Your AC is 23.
Yep.
Let's see what hits.
Oh, well, he does get advantage because I got a reckless attack.
I mean, I don't know how much that will matter. They need to roll quite high still. Okay, never mind. Okay, 1 hits. 2 hit. 3 hit you, TK. Actually, let's see if that one's critical. No, it's far from it. It's a 1. All right, so you got 3 hits on you.
Well, we have some give the baddie disadvantage in the pot, don't we?
Yes.
We-
Yeah, we have like 2 or 3 still. I don't
Let's
think-
Yeah.
use one.
We rarely ever use
Yeah,
them.
let's use one of those.
Let's use one of those.
Take
Turn
away
that-
his advantage.
Turn that good into a bad.
I did roll with advantage for each of
Oh.
them, and they were hits. But
Okay.
I'll reroll one of their attacks.
Let's see what we can manage.
So the third one, rerolling the attack. Actually, I'll put it in here. /R D20.
I can't use roll 20 dice. It always just is like 3. I'm like, oh,
Yep. Nope.
25.
Oh,
They
Rip.
really, really want to hit.
he's really feeling it.
So these blades just slash down into TK again and again and again. You are raging, so the physical damage will of course be halved, but the radiant damage is full. Woo. All right, so you take 8 points of radiant damage. I'll just give you the physical damage already halved in total from all 3 hits. Save you for some math. So that's 4, that means 8. Plus 11, 19, plus 4, 23. 27. Plus 8 is 35. So half of that, you are taking 18 points of damage.
Nice.
Go,
So these-
little Tate, go!
They hack into it. They should be doing more as they're coming in and just slashing one after another after another after another. And the radiant damage definitely leaves a large burn, but the other hits don't seem to do as much. And then it goes from Ironjaw to Alora. So Alora, you got 2 baddies in front of you, and you see one is at a very injured Weary. Then 2 on Kratok, and 2 behind Kratok and Weary and TK.
Yeah, I'm gonna just call lightning to summon and aim it like about here. Sorry, I'm on the wrong thing. Like here-ish? That should hit all 3, right?
It's a 5 foot, like around. So like you could do it like here, and it'll hit 2 of them, like one in front of you, one in front of Weary.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I can take care of them.
Dexterity saving throws.
Yep.
So it doesn't. I mean, I doubt the frog is gonna live. The frog got a natural 20, but like it has 3 hit points. The Forvin beefed it hard.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, Dwarven, sorry.
4, what's that? 42. 5, 7 is 12, 8 is 20, plus 9 is 29. Again.
They're gone. They are no more.
They're just gone.
It just hits. This frog explodes onto you. And then the Dwarven 2.0 also does the same on Weary. It's just like 2 splats as the ground is just charged. And you see like just like a few of these arcs of electricity just going from like different plants across little puddles of water, across viscera. And the air settles down with that electrical smell to it. Weary, you are standing there, currently monster free.
Oh, a relief. Thank you, Laura. I have, oh dear. I look at Ironjaw, and I mean, the frogs are relatively minor, but at the same time, I'm not doing great on the health department. So, thankfully, I have some long range-ish spells.
Question.
Hmm?
Can I toss one of my pocket jars of dirt to Weary? As a
I
free-
need to use all my actions right now, so I can't use it to drink.
Well, you're not drinking, it's mud.
Potion's a free action.
It is?
Yeah, if you have it in hand. Laura, you didn't move, so I'll say you can use your movement to do that.
Cool. If you want to like
All right, Weary, think fast. Dexterity saving throw.
yeah, basically like run
no.
up towards me and be like, here, while I'm like trying to take care of the one
It's like
in front
20
of me.
feet, you're throwing a glass jar to a
Yeah.
very injured
Hey,
person.
Weary mostly throws earthenware jars for combat, so this is
It's true.
basically same hat. I rolled a 15.
Yeah, you catch it.
Okay, cool.
And let me check my healage on that. It's my first level, so okay. For a 7 + 1, so 8.
All right, so when you get to use it, it'll be 8. Oh, I guess you
Alright.
use it now. It's free action, so.
Yeah, so I'll drink my potion. Sorry, I'll splash my dirt.
So much
Uh,
against like all medical procedures, you're putting mud in your wounds.
Yeah, no,
just really
I
rubbing
like
it in.
my
It's fine.
armor is like that weird fey like bug interlocking plate armor, so I just tap it twice and it creaks open to reveal the very open wound from a sword, and I just throw the mud in there and I close it shut and I'm like, oh, that's so unsafe. Okay. And I turn around.
Clean!
I know it's just a lot of things I have to unlearn, and I turn around and I charge up the arm cannon, try a spell that I've never actually used on a baddie before, but Ironjaw seems pretty worth it. So it starts to first I take one of the acid jars and like click it in, and it looks like it's gonna do like the jet of acid that leaves like acid on the ground. That like can target multiple people, but you see that it starts to focus into like a pinpoint sort of arrowhead, and it's just got a lot of pressure building, and I'm gonna fire acid arrow at Ironjaw. So this is a higher level spell that deals more damage. And that is my... No, I shouldn't have... Interesting. So... Oh, because I'm not on my... I don't know my fruits. I was like, why isn't it working? It's like, because I'm on 2 different roll 20s, and one of them doesn't want to play nice. Now, there we go. Now I cast it. And then I roll the damage on my phone. There we go. So if it hits, which is it's a +8, 23.
That's it.
All right. It's going to be 12 points of damage plus an extra 4 because of my alchemy proficiency. So whenever I do acid, fire, necrotic, or healing, I can add a +4 to it. So it's going to be 16 points of acid damage as I like let loose this like arrow pinpoint jet of acid that immediately like impacts Ironjaw. And then since it hits, it takes 2d4 acid damage on the end of its next turn, and will continue doing so unless it takes an action, I think. No, actually, it just keeps doing that.
Nice.
No, wait. I lied. It does it one time. It's like a delayed sort of secondary explosion. Yeah.
So Ironjaw is holding themselves up. They have both their swords pinned into the ground as there's just this sizzling of acid. Clumps of their armor is just falling down. They're looking up. This just black liquid keeps dripping off them and forming back up. And then it goes from Weary to Glyph.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we probably should just focus fire. into gosh. Okay, I stash my bow and I want to pull out hold on. Can I do both of those? How far away is he? The 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. Yeah, I have to move. Okay, I roll off the roof. So he's in range. And I'm going to throw some knives at him. Like you do.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to use my magic daggers, and he's already icy. So I want to, and the acid did just seem to hit him really bad. So I want to use, wait, I had lightning, ice, and fire. I'll use lightning.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh. 22, like 23 to hit.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's see. That is. Oh no, what was the magic damage? Was it a D8?
I believe so.
Okay. What was the regular? Why is this not on my character sheet? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Okay. 5. 7 plus 7 plus sneak attack damage, which is 7.
So you
That's jackpot.
Yeah,
Mhm.
jackpot.
you throw this dagger. It goes right over Wolf TK and sinks right into their head. This energy starts crackling on them. They're twitching and spasming. And the goo on them creates these long, tendrily legs as it begins to lift them up. TK,
Well, because I hit them, I want that to be.
they are dead.
Oh, they're dead? Oh,
Yeah.
never mind then. Okay.
TK,
Sorry.
you have an opportunity here. The dark blade is being lifted up, and you're right there. I'll let you use your reaction to try to grab it.
Yeah, I will do that.
So make me a strength check with advantage.
And if I can, I would like to try and just keep Darkblade in it and just try to hold it down. Or go up with it, I guess. Oh no. I rolled a 3 and then a 4.
Oh my god.
That is... So that would be a total of 10.
You grab on to the dark blade, and you're trying to grab it, but it's slick with this strange goo.
I got weird hands right now.
And it touches your paws, your weird paw hands, and it hits right into you. You feel this shudder go through your whole body. You feel someone, they're yelling in your head. They're screaming. Something's being opened. A door. You don't like it. It's bugging you. This isn't right. You're primal TK right now. You want to push that thought out. But you see just the briefest moment. Tiffany, you're scrambling towards this felled creature. 3 heads, all missing their face. You're reaching up towards him. He's right there. He shouldn't have been that close. He reaches his hand out to you. Your fingers just touch. You snap back. And at the moment, Wolf TK, you are shaken. You let go of the dark blade. The body, the tendrils lift it up. It's sailing up towards the orb. The tendrils leave the ground. As it's floating up, the dark blade with it, going to be consumed by the orb. The 2 pieces of the greatsword clink down to the ground, stabbing into the mud, as Ironjaw's lifeless corpse is being lifted from the battlefield. It goes to the monster's turn.
A good thing that I didn't bite that guy like I was planning to.
I really wanted you to. I was waiting. I was like,
I
eat it.
was
Eat
totally planning on mauling him.
Glyph, you are now visible to these wonderful
Yep.
creatures.
Yep.
Rush over. So one is going to attack you, Alora. What is your AC?
16.
16. Nope. So this Dwarven just takes this whip out, hits down onto the ground, and is like hitting near your feet, but just seems to have no control over this weapon. Glyph, your AC?
17.
All right, one hit. So the frog manages to jump forward, clamps down onto your metal body, and you can feel like little sensors telling you that something's being damaged. As you take 9 points of damage.
Ow.
And crit talk, 14, so they're going to try to hit. That's a miss. And that's a miss. These two frogs jump forward, trying to chomp down on you. You're flapping your wings. You're waving this dead hand in front of them. It's throwing them off hard because they're not sure how to react to this. And they just chomp down in the air, missing you, and it goes to your turn.
While Kratok is flailing, he's going to swing the hand so as to cast a spell at
Nice.
the western one.
D4, D20.
This time it's a 2 and a 19.
Ooh. Plus Warlock. Where art thou? Here we go. 2, 19. All right, so you wave this hand at the western frog. This energy is cast, and the frog starts becoming weightless as it's lifted into the air as you cast levitate on the frog. It's just paddling the air, trying to swim. It tries to make a strength check to avoid this situation. Does not. And so now this frog is just kind of like sailing and moving around, and it's confused as all hell.
Give it a gentle
Nice.
push.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm just envisioning like the frog balloon from Shrek.
Yes. Coming back to
Yeah.
Shrek, like last episode.
It's always Shrek.
So the frog starts gently lifting up, staring at you, confused.
That'll be it for my turn. I'm too amused to do anything else.
All right. From Kratok, it goes to Beast Mode TK.
Yeah, TK is very briefly shaken by what she just saw, and she stands there and she's shaking her head and looking around at everyone else. The obvious choice to go help Kratok, but then she sees poor little Glyph over there getting mauled, and her eyes narrow, and she reaches down and picks up these two halves of a greatsword. It's just going to gun it right over towards Glyph
All right.
in order to fuck up this frog. Oh,
All right. Since you have advantage, but then disadvantage from the being shaken, it just levels out to normal attacks.
what
Actually,
if I used a reckless attack?
then you're back to advantage, baby.
Yeah. But something tells me, oh, yeah, like she's not even using telekinesis for this. She's just bashing it. That'll be a 24.
That's a hit.
Hell yeah! What do these swords do?
All right, so they are obviously they both still count as great swords when swung, when detached, which is cool. And when they're put together, they form a very powerful greatsword, which is 3d6 instead. So 2 normal ones or 1 big one, and they have a +1 property on them.
What's the normal damage for a grape sword?
2d6.
2d6.
Another cool sword.
So many cool swords.
Yeah, 5.
A single
plus
TK with swords.
my strength, which is 3. So that'd be a total of 8. Nothing too impressive.
You bring this sword down, hack right into this toad in front of you. You heard it quite a bit as it just sort of croaks out and is trying to move out of the way.
Wait, since I'm technically dual wielding, does it mean I get to attack with both, or?
Yeah, so you will take, since you don't have the 2-weapon fighting, let's see what the penalty is on that.
I want to say it's like -4 or -5.
I think so.
It's just you don't add your proficiency.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, okay, well,
So, which right now
I'm
at this level
assuming
would
a
be-
21 would have still hit.
Mhm.
Yeah. That'd be a 13 for the second one.
You slash across with the first one just to get kind of used to the weight of these blades, and you take the second one and you just get kind of tired of slashing. You just stab it through the frog and then rip it out. This 5-foot menacing TK, and this frog just collapses down to the ground dead. And from TK, we go to, well, Ironjaw's dead, so Alora.
I'm just gonna baseball bat the guy in front of me.
Fair.
How do I do basic attacks again? For a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Cool. 1d6. What is this lowly number? Jesus. Okay. For a 5 plus 2, 7 damage.
So you just club this thing right across the face, and a few of its tentacles go flying off as it stumbles back. It's still up. It's looking at you, just a little hurt, honestly, because it's not sure of the entire situation.
Me neither.
Hey!
Why? Why would you do that to me? I didn't even hit you.
Yet!
Yeah, of course. What's wrong with you? Hitting people with sticks?
God, I just want to hit him again.
And they look around, they look at the other Forvin, who's in similar shape. They go, they hit me! The other one looks over, they hit me as well! What's wrong with these people? And they're like trying to get their whips ready as it goes from Alora to Weary. You are muted.
Keep thinking about that meme where it's like, when do you remember when you're muted? And it's like, and it's the guy going, that's the neat part you don't, but there's no audio. The neat part you don't. Yeah, it's just the little guys now, right?
Yeah. There
Alright.
is 4 little minions left.
All right, so I'm gonna make it
The
pretty
little
simple.
guys in the giant bubble in the sky.
Oh,
And
well,
the bubble has the dark boy.
Oh,
Sure
okay.
does.
Well, I'm gonna go deal with that. I'm gonna look. The Darkblade is a creature, technically, right?
No.
In our hearts.
It's like
in
an
your hearts, for
artifact.
sure. You call it a little creature. It's being currently
Okay.
consumed into the sphere.
Okay, hear me out. I want to try something, and it's a spell that I just got. I want to see if it works. So I can twist the space around another creature you can see, and I can basically teleport it into an unoccupied space of my choice. Because if not Darkblade, I want to take the whole sphere and just take Darkblade out.
All right. So, how am I going to do this? Weary. Always
Yes.
giving me fun situations.
Yeah. It's a fun new spell called Vortex Warp. Look
I
it
like
up
it.
to
It's
frustrate
cool.
your GMs.
Yeah.
It's Misty Step for everybody but myself. So basically, I can walk up and it is a save. So if the sphere wants to save, I guess.
I think the sphere will try to save against it.
Alright.
Currently, they are attached.
Okay.
So what is the DC? Oh,
It's a 15. They have to beat a 15.
man, I didn't
or-
actually think
yeah.
I'd need the sphere stats. I should have thought I would need the sphere stats actually. Okay. What kind of save?
It's a. Oh my god! Constitution saving throw.
Oh, trash.
It is a goose sphere, yeah.
All right, Weary. Where does it say you bring it to?
So I can bring it to a spot of my choice within range, and the range is 90 feet. So I'm just gonna take the glowing sky sphere of goo and just teleport it directly in front of me, so I can pull the dark blade out.
Okay. So, show me on the map. I'll put it down,
Sure.
and I'll make it the appropriate size.
I don't know how big it is. I guess from the height, it's a little hard to tell.
It's very true. Sphere boy.
Large.
Oh, okay, that's
Well,
a sphere, all
there's-
right.
All right.
There he is.
You should be able to move it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Whoosh. And what it
Nice.
looks like is
Nice.
where he throws like a little clay discus out, and it's got like a little. It's got the Sonic the Hedgehog creature's like gem, like shaved off and inside of it, because that creature was able to break through a dimensional portal, where he's been able to sort of like decompress some of that technology from the shield and from the creature into these little like teleportation discs that like it shatters and it like sucks in the orb, and then it's right here in front of me. I'm gonna try to pull Darkblade out.
Yep. Okay, that's good. I am glad you put it in front of everyone. Okay, you are trying to pull out Darkblade. Make me that strength check.
All right. All right, I'm gonna give myself advantage that I dropped in the pool. So instead of a 6, I rolled a 19.
19. You grab onto Darkblade. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Cool. Aha, that is gonna be a 15.
You just feel all the tendrils grab onto you.
Oh no.
You watch everyone as they latch on to like Weary's temples, and on the hands as Weary is pulling away, they're snapping off. You can hear this just whispering in your mind, this just garbled, but it just keeps going through. First it goes to trust, and it goes to your teacher, and then your companions. And it's looking through at each of them. It goes to Bernard for a moment and stops and watches and then keeps going. And it almost gets to, you feel the memory in your head, the ghoulish one. Not the, wow, that's the different name. They're not using that name in this world. What do I call them? Gregor O'Connell. Gregor O'Connell. You feel it's knocking on that door. And a good visualization is it's you, Weary. You're in this room. There are all these books around. You see that there are these different names on each of the boxes where the books are. And you're in this room where a lot of your important information is, and something's slamming on the door again and again and again as your feet are being pushed further. Something's almost made its way in, and then you feel another set of hands beside you pushing the door forward. You make out this silhouette of another tiefling as you feel the horn on your head start illuminating and burning. And then it snaps. You're back to the fight.
Okay.
It didn't get those memories.
Oh, that's good.
And you're all watching as the one new horn that Weary was given when Weary went under is illuminating this reddish glow.
Ooh.
And Weary, you have the Dark Blade.
All right. That was my turn, so I can't really use it.
Where? What the hell was that?
I don't know, but we're not letting you go back in there.
No, I don't want to go in there. That was nightmare fuel. I need to get the hell out.
I'm glad you thought it was nightmare fuel too. I hated it in there. Have I seen Alora use the Dark Blade before?
I think Alora's used it once before.
Okay.
At least held it.
Yeah. Because I want to throw it not in the direction of Nightmare Sphere.
Mm-hmm.
So I turn to Alora, who's like smacking Dwarf with a stick, and I go, Alora, do you want to trade up to something maybe a little bit more firepower?
Alora stares at you. No words.
Oh no. Alora, please. Do you want the Dark Blade? No.
Not particularly. I am the ray of sunshine in this family.
It's fine. Darkblade's like a weird cousin. You could just hang out and like offer them some hallucinogenics or something. It'll be fine.
My feelings are a little bit hurt, I have to say.
Oh, boo!
Where?
I saved you from the glow cloud.
How many times have I stuffed you in a bag?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm not doing so great. And if the glow cloud consumes me, I want someone who can use Darkblade to
Just
rip it in
become one
half.
with the void like you want to already. I don't see what the problem is.
All right, so Weary's turn.
I'll take Darkblade.
I think I like frisbee toss Darkblade and it like lands on the ground in front of Alora.
All right, I was about to say. So the blade sinks down onto the ground, and Darkblade is there. This like black purplish flame is licking off of it, and it goes from Weary to Glyph.
Oh, the glow cloud is here.
It is not the fun
Yeah,
colors
it's
out
not-
of space colors. It is definitely like an opaque black.
A horrible orb of darkness. Okay, I'm here. There's one, I guess, squid thing there. 10. I may just have to eat the attack of opportunity because I can half the damage. But yeah, I'm gonna do that and move up to the wait, no I don't. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Hold on. I forgot my whole thing is throwing knives. I don't have to go anywhere.
You're free.
I'm free. I will throw another knife. I will throw my acid knife at the goo cloud
Okay.
for a 16.
It sinks into the goo cloud and just keeps going.
Oh,
So now 2 of your daggers are in there. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Glyph?
yeah. Glyph's like, I'm not sure we can hurt this thing with material means. We may need to hit it with magic. And I can I threw that one because I can 2-weapon fight because I use a light weapon, so I can technically do a bonus action attack on this squid.
Yep.
For 20.
Oh my god. They have 4 hit points.
And it only does like a D4. It does 1 damage.
Well, the first
Oh, it's
D4 is
just
always maxed out, and then you
4.
roll the second, so you do 1 damage over their hit points.
5 damage.
You just stab them in the forehead and rip it out, and they're like, oh! And they collapse down to the ground. As you see, the orb is just sort of leaking out of their body now and sort of just dripping down into the ground. From Glyph, their turn. So the one frog just continues to float. Nyarlathotep, staring around, quite unsure of the situation, but at the same time finding tranquility and peace in its new state of being. The other frog will indeed try to bite. That is a hit with the frog.
Man.
Kratok, you take 3 points of damage, just as a little nip on one of your wings. And the other Dwarven is going to swat at Alora with a miss. It just swings its whip in the air, almost in self-defense at this point. It's kind of pitiful. Don't come near me! You're a monster! There's thoughts in there!
Question on that. How hard and how far can I baseball bat swing somebody?
Well...
In this case...
You're not beast mode TK, so not very far. I mean, you could hit them for
I
sure.
have a
across
theory
the
about
face.
that later. Because I'm a druid.
If you want to go into a different mode, the only time you've wild shaped was into a very small frog.
Well, that's why I asked, because technically it's a beast and TK's a beast.
You cannot transform into a
Damn!
werewolf.
Okay, that sucks. I wanted to TK into I wanted to transform into whatever TK is morphed into, so there was just 2 of us.
No, you can be a wolf though. But we go to Kratok. Kratok, this frog is in front of you and one floating beside you.
Okay. Are any of Glyph's daggers or any objects like inside of the sphere right now?
You're fairly certain. And as well as the body of Ironjaw's in there.
Okay. I'm very curious. Does something in that sphere, since it's kind of goopy, count as being soiled?
I know what you're saying. Are you talking about precipitation?
Hell yeah, I'm just going to clean the sphere away.
Sam, wow.
Sphere, disgusting. Get it out of my face.
All right, so
Do it.
I do get what you're saying, but the thing is kind of eating at the moment, so you wouldn't consider the food you eat to soil you when you eat it, unless you're very offended by the cooking. But so at the moment, I wouldn't say that'd be the situation with this sphere.
Yeah,
I think it is limited by things like magical filth.
Still filth.
Filth.
It's too stinky.
In that case, Kratok will just Eldritch Blast the Northern Frog.
Okay.
That will be a 25 to hit.
That definitely hits.
For 4 points of damage.
All right, Kratok and this frog exchanging just punch to punch as you are, hitting back at one another. This frog gets just slapped in the face with this Eldritch Blast as it kind of shakes its head. Its eyes move around a little bit to focus back on you. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'll just continue the wet noodle fight here.
Okay. From Kratok, it goes to TK.
Now that Glyph is no longer in danger, TK is just going to turn around, give this thing wide berth because, well, she won't admit it, it does frighten her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's just going to run up to Kratok and maul this floating one.
Fair.
Just completely jump right on top of it. Slam it into the
floating
ground
snack.
and
Yeah.
bite it.
I hate balloons.
Go lick that toad. This is also a reckless attack. Doesn't matter. I just got a 19.
You have advantage on it while it's floating, so.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Yeah.
I guess it's not a reckless attack. No need to give people advantage on me. Yeah, so that would be a 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Or I guess like a 23.
You want to do your
something.
second attack as well?
Oh, yeah. I get 2 attacks.
Since you are a wolf person at the moment, yeah, you got your bite and claws.
Is she still like pink?
Okay.
Yeah, that's fun.
That's 12.
I'd say yes.
So, yeah.
Oh no, well TK is white, so TK would be, it would be like a white werewolf.
With like pinkish highlights.
Yeah. All right. How much damage did you do?
6. So that is 12. You said a D8.
Mhm.
15.
All right. So this frog is barely alive as it's just kind of floating, and its once peaceful state of being, as it was no longer just forced to fight, it just starts getting just eviscerated in the air. It's barely alive. From TK's beast mode, it goes to Allura. So you have this Dwarven standing in front of you, and there are 2 frogs around Kratok.
I'm just gonna baseball bat this Dwarven again.
Roll it.
Yeah. For a 16 again.
That's a hit.
For 3. Wait, is it +1 or +2? +2, sorry. 4.
That is just enough. As you just crack this thing on the head, and it crumples down to the ground with a last why. And you look over towards Kratok and the giant sphere. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Allura?
Nothing that I can. Well, I can move. Can I?
Yeah.
Can I move?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll move over here. Gives me 10. And back. There. Okay.
Okay. From Allura, it goes to Weary.
All right. What do I know about this glow cloud besides that it's like a parasite that was giving Ironjaw powers?
Well, you definitely know that it has some sort of psychic invasive properties, and all you need to do is touch it for it to immediately gain access to your brain. You didn't even feel much of like you putting up. It wasn't like you telling it can't come in. It was like you desperately trying to push it out because it just comes in anyways.
Can I like Arcana check? I know there's like combat, but these are like weenies, and I think we're doing a great job of handling the weenies.
Yeah.
They're like frogs, right?
Weenie Hut Jr. You're good to go.
I wanna understand the nightmare juice that is in front of me. So
I would definitely say Arcana.
All right. Well, that's a 23.
You're staring at this, and you look as like your own face is forming in the goo, looking back at you. Every time you're moving, ripples of it are like just moving along with you. It just sort of peels out towards you. These little tiny tendrils, you take a step back, they're kind of pulsing back in. The sphere, from what you can determine, by all means far from natural, but it's not aggressive. It seems more reactionary than anything. But it also seems like it is, whatever it is, it's some sort of creature that its primal instinct to eat is kind of like maxed out at 100. But it doesn't seem like it's vicious or trying to hunt you. It's just kind of like a scavenger.
Okay, so I didn't mean to move the glow cloud. I want to move away. I want to move Weary, who is underneath the glow cloud. Take a step back. My internet's not liking this whole situation. Can I think of a way to disperse it or like get rid of it?
You do notice that you've seen over time, every time parts of it fall off of it, it does seem to come back to itself. So however that's done, you're not entirely sure because you don't have enough time to really look at it. This is like 6 seconds of going,
Oh, this thing feeds on nightmares or like on invasive brain stuff, right?
It seems to be, you brought it down, so at the moment it's like consuming one of the dead lizards.
I take out the nightmare fish.
Okay.
This thing has been eating like nightmare horrible nastiness for centuries, right?
The nightmare fish? Yes.
Yeah. So this thing could probably keep it fed for a considerable amount of time.
Yes.
I'm gonna open up the nightmare fish and see what happens when it consumes the psychic invasive cloud.
Okay. You're an artificer. Roll me your intelligence check to make this happen.
Sure. Oh, that's a 19 plus 7, 26.
Like all great scientists, of all the ages, truly, you are faced with something that is truly a scientific anomaly. And the thing that excites you most is trying to understand it. You understand that the basis of this creature seems to be information as well as the consumption of creatures. And you look to your nightmare fish, knowing that this is a good deal of both. You open up Pesca. As Pesca's different pieces of metal move away, this still wet, slightly cold fish, its eyes like scribbled out, just little whispers coming from its mouth. You take your hands and adjust the mouth, and you're looking towards this. As you're watching like a tendril sneaking out towards you from the sphere, you gently guide where Pesca and the nightmare fish are, and essentially put the mouth of the nightmare fish, like, you know, where the tendril's going, and it starts to eat it. You're watching as the sphere is slowly going into Pesca with expert precision. There are no issues created from this merger because you rolled so well. The orb just keeps flowing in to Pesca more and more, and Pesca is starting to grow. You see the metal plates of Pesca start shifting, moving, forming with the nightmare fish, as the nightmare fish goes from a tiny creature to now small. That is your turn at the moment.
Cool. I'm gonna remove the sphere.
Glyph, science is happening, and you see your friends are fighting things still.
Yeah, so it looks like the sphere is funneling into Pesca and the nightmare fish. Okay.
Yep.
That Weary smart. That's probably what's supposed to be happening. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
This is a creative idea. I like it.
I love it. I'm going to come over here and get this last frog, if I can. I pull out one of my swords for 21. And
which one are you attacking?
The one in front of TK. Okay. The one that was floating.
Are you throwing something? Because you can't attack diagonally.
Oh. Where did I go? There I am. Oh, yeah, you're right.
You could throw something, for sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw a regular dagger. Oh, for an 18.
Yeah, you kill it because you have your sneak attack from your friends being there. So a dagger just flies through the air, sinking into the Battletoad as it just becomes lifeless, but still floating thanks to Krotok's spell.
Yeah, and I see that, and I say, Weary, are you handling the sphere?
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say it's handled for now. It wasn't going to actively hunt us, but it's probably good that we didn't leave it lying around.
Well, that is good.
All right, Glyph. So we go from Glyph throwing a dagger to the frog's turn. The frog, understanding its situation and understanding the natural order of things, tries to flee. Krotok, if you'd like, you can have an attack of opportunity on it.
Krotok respects the frog's fight and lets it hop away.
All right. The frog is getting the hell out of there. We are considered out of combat.
Hey.
Weary, what the fuck have you done?
I don't know if you want to cheer just yet, because let me finish.
Oh, yeah.
No!
So, Weary, the orb is flowing more and more into Pesca. Pesca keeps growing as the orb keeps going in. But Pesca's changing, evolving, really, at a rapid rate. The two daggers fall down to the ground out of the creature. The body of Ironjaw falls to the ground. Pesca keeps shifting, changing, moving. A stingray, a shark, an octopus. It keeps changing its form, metal plating shifting around. More metal plating just seems to be forming as it almost seems like it's learning what this property is. Creating, instead of just a soft orb body, it's creating a harder shell to keep itself safe. What was once Pesca and the Nightmare Fish have become one, and it continues to grow. You're currently standing near a large-sized Pesca that is shaped like a squid. It's floating and still absorbing more and more of the sphere. The sphere itself has also shrunk down to about the same size. Is there anything you like to do?
I don't like. I know Pesca's not super duper intelligent. Like I'm able to like relay basic commands to Pesca, but I do want to make contact with Pesca to see what has changed.
How would you like to do that?
I mean, the usual is like I have it like attached to my like gauntlet, but I can't really do that anymore. So instead, I put on one of. Well, I always have my gloves on, but I take the gauntlet off of one of my gloves, so it's just the gloved hand, and I like do the ET like finger contact to like basically recalibrate Pesca and see what happened.
It reaches out a tentacle. The long sort of flat end of the squid's tentacle comes towards your finger, and it touches. You see mechanical parts moving on it, shifting. It seems like the metal is formed from the black goo itself. It's just solidifying it, making it harder. And it creates what you can only assume is probably some sort of voice box on it. As it's looking at you, you feel it peeling through your thoughts of how to make this voice box. As it puts it together in a design that you definitely would have done. And you hear it say, as now it's growing larger than it was before.
Interesting. This is different. You're weary.
You're Pesca.
Pesca.
At least you were. If you
No.
wanted to change your name, that's fine too.
Pesca. Pesca's gone.
Oh, yeah, that figured.
Pesca's... apart. I am new. What am I?
Huh. Well, I was saving for special projects, but I figure I would name you Zed.
Zed.
Yes.
This world is wrong.
In many ways,
A
yes.
disgrace of what it once was.
Ooh, let's cool it on the
A
language.
storm rages on this planet, and you hold it back with a simple machine in the sky.
Yeah, I guess we do.
A
gonna
great
have to-
machine.
Uh-huh.
I need this.
Which part?
Thank you, Weary.
Mm-hmm.
You've given me new life and purpose to right a wrong done by the gods.
Oh.
Enjoy your time.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
All the angst, I just go diving for Darkblade because I forgot that I just
hold
left them
on.
over in the dirt.
Stop making new demigods.
Yes,
Zed,
what did we make?
Zed, hold on. What are you now?
I am more than you'll ever be, than anyone.
No.
Limitations, even the Centurion model there.
Mm-hmm.
I've grown beyond it.
Oh,
Beyond its capacity for a soul.
so you're like a
I'm more.
highly advanced thought form using
I'm
my fish to create a base. Oh, that's not good.
The energies you gave me, this vessel.
Yep, I did that. You know, Zed, I thought you were going to be more chill than this. I was hoping we could hang out and destroy some of the masks together. Really
Destroy?
build our bond.
Oh, I won't destroy. I'll improve.
Oh no, the mask we do have to destroy. Those are non-negotiable.
What is that sound?
That's the sound of my dawning realization I've messed up.
A tower. A tower in the sea.
Don't know about that one actually.
It's calling to me.
Not fully super duper aware of what that is.
It's incomplete. This will be an easy win. Until next time, creator.
It finishes consuming the orb, and it lazily leaves. So if you, by all means, want to attack, you can.
Not gonna attack.
But it's lazily just pushing itself out.
PK would be so mad at Weary right now if she wasn't a dog.
You're scratching yourself.
Just growling.
Yeah, no, she's fucking growling at this fucking giant squid.
You're doing that thing that dogs do when they're nervous. You're like chewing on your like arm.
Oh, Veska. One final thing, parting gift, just as a treat. You know, since I won't be able to pretend to feed you
bomb
anymore.
at it.
I won't be able to pretend to feed you anymore. I wanted to give you this.
Dog TK's ears perk up a treat.
and I take out. Here's hoping this does something to at least instill some morals and values. I take out the unicorn soul, and I go, "Yeah, I wanted you to have this as a final consumptive treat before you go."
Interesting. I like it. It reaches down, and where once it was the pure black sphere, and it became this pure black squid with like silver mechanical parts on it, color starts to shift through it as it consumes the unicorn soul. And it just stares at you. Now there's this swirl of colors, and it's almost like the reflection you see off of water that has like gasoline in it.
Okay.
Thank you, creator. I must go consume another. Face serve fate. Something in a tower.
Oh, okay.
Minotaur.
I
will see you
Hmm.
one day. Call upon me if you're ever in need.
You know what? I will do that. Can I get like a... I got a walkie-talkie from the last one. Can I get like a... Do I just beam out with my brain since you're so advanced now?
It just starts moving away from you.
Oh, well, I guess it'll... Alright, we have another nightmare thing we can summon during a pivotal battle. On other news, it's going to some tower in the sea that I'm assuming will have ramifications we will never see.
What'd you call it, Zed?
Zed. I
So-
have some post-game talk about that, because now I'm excited.
As Zed sails gently into the air, the sounds of an iron gate are heard slamming into the ground from the front of the facility. Screams are heard inside. The body of Iron Jaw is on the ground. Feral TK looking at all of you, scratching herself behind the
Like,
ear.
how is that different from
Growling at
normal
Weary
TK?
right now.
And we'll leave you there. The camera quickly moves away from the randos here, looking at just what they've done. And we see a number of wardens and Fellstone mercs standing in what's left of Greenest. All right, here's the wanted posters. Want to find these people? They're known as the Randos. All right, we got Car Talk. They're a flamingo. You want to look for a flamingo? Find that one. Pin it down. It's probably gonna pin you or something. I don't know. All right, we got Allura. It's a fisherman. Be careful. Fishermen are dangerous. They have fishing rods. Hook a lure and it'll hurt. Yeah, careful. They got a rain hat. Easy to point out. Most people don't dress like a fisherman this far inland. We got worry. They look. So you see this? You see this tiefling? Perpetual state of fear. If you find a tiefling in a perpetual state of fear, no, not from you intimidating them. And one of the guards, the Fellstone merc, step back. You're gonna ask that. You find a tiefling, perpetual state of fear, probably worry, one of the Randos. Here, we got GIF. They are a known, they're an artist of some sort. They just put weird art on the side of buildings. You know, easy to find them when you find the art. You find an artist that looks like they may be a machine, pin them down. Honestly, it's probably for the best anyways. Can't trust art. Corrupts the minds. All right, we got the last one. TK, what is the name that you gave when lying about yourself?
Shit. Fuck, I don't remember.
All right,
That was so long ago.
All right, you're gonna find this goblin. They're called Tiffany. Definitely named Tiffany. We got some pretty good intel on this one. All right, they are the leader of the Randos. They are a staunch revolutionist. You will find them on many soapboxes, preaching about human rights and the suffering that all go through. You'll find the town squares, where they're going to be mostly. You see a goblin there preaching, tackle them. Not just tackle them. All right? We don't need that kind of talk around these parts. People like human rights. God damn it. I'm not... Okay, the Randos are dangerous, okay? Look at what they did, preaching human rights. Brought a Doom Cube in here. Killed a lot of people. So anytime you see these Randos, these revolutionists who try to hide behind the mirror of socialism, don't trust them, okay?
Yeah.
Tackle them.
What socialism did.
Well, I mean, there are benefits of socialism, but I'm just saying they're high.
The socialism did a Doom Cube.
I feel like I've just set apart a bad message, but I'm already done talking about this. I don't get paid enough, so I'm not going to change your political mindset. Okay. So find the Randos. You're good. I almost thought they had the Dark Blade. That's stupid. All right, yeah, find the Randos. And a lot of these Fellstones are handed these posters, these flyers. People are putting them up. They are just terrible caricatures of each of you, very far off. And that's where we'll call it.
Yay!
You did it!
We did it!
You killed Ironjaw and you made Zed.
So here's the fun little thing. Weary's an NPC in my home games, and the party approached Weary with a pig that wants to be eaten and a parasitic plant, and was like, mush them together, and it created like this horrible nightmare perfect being squid monster. And so when it happened again, I was like, well, I can't. I guess it's like super canon that Weary makes a thing called Zed that is bad, or at least questionable at best.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. And then the tower in the middle of the sea probably has to do with Nostradamus Corp Gradient Descent. You can check out the videos. We did that.
Want to learn more about a group?
Learn more about what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Tiffany's fake name was something to do with pot roast.
Well, it's
I have like sticky notes everywhere. I thought I had it, and I have no idea where it's gone. I know I've seen it in the last week.
I looked through my notes, and I could not find it. And
Like I'm thinking of You're gonna have
Jess
something
might
to do
have
with
it.
my room.
Jess usually has it.
That or it'll be in the recaps. But they already had wanted posters for Tiffany, so that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Just a staunch socialist.
Raving socialist.
I almost forgot we're still like, about to besiege a castle with a mask wielding person, and we're pretty beat up.
Well, you definitely let them know you're here.
They
Yeah.
have dirt.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna sneak into the facility? No.
No, it's too late now.
By sneak in, you mean make them kick in their own front door? Hell yeah.
Well, I mean,
It worked.
It worked pretty well on our end.
Good job, team. We did good on that
we're
one.
doing good. We're handling
Yeah.
it. We're running low on resources, but we're doing okay.
Yeah.
You are. I only used the same spell from last session. I'm fine.
Oh, I mean, I'm not doing so great. I'm very. I'll figure it out. I have my random potion. I still haven't rolled for today.
Are you trying to
so
say
we'll
you're
see.
weary right now?
Boo! I've had quite about enough of my science mistakes today.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I like it. It was great. Gave me
Thanks.
something fun
Very
to play
cool that I got to make Zed again. Even to the point where it was like an oily, slick squid monster was like completely tied into what the original Zed was basically like too. Unprompted. Like I was like, oh, this is like perfect. I have to make a new Pesca now.
with. Will this fix the tower? I don't know. But we'll see. But yeah, you no longer have the nightmare fish. That is 100% gone.
Man, I love losing my items to solve problems.
You're making too many goddamn yes.
Straight up though,
Let's slow down on
the sphere?
creating gods.
If you just left it alone, it would have just sat there.
Yeah, but
It also would have bit us in the ass later if it did.
yeah,
that,
like
so.
imagine
Yeah.
we're running away and we
Maybe.
have to run through the fucking nightmare cloud. And we're
Yeah.
just dead.
But yeah, that was when you're like, I'm bringing it down. I'm like, really? Okay, cool.
Lucas, when has there ever been anything in any of your games where leaving it alone has been the right answer?
Can't you like call in magic to like dispose of stuff and whatnot?
I
You
feel like
probably
after the first incident, they're probably a little mad at me.
yeah. They're currently
Yeah.
shuffling around leaderless.
Yeah, my new Final Fantasy summon is the thought form nightmare squid, so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Before I had like a small army of magic soldiers, but now I have my nightmare squid.
It should work well.
Yeah.
All right. So, just doing this quick raffle for Ghost Court. Once again, party game, fun to use, very quick to set up. I had a lot of fun playing this and pretending to be a judge while telling people their fates. Hit the rando. Would like to rage? Congratulations, you're going to court.
Woo.
All right. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go around. Anything you want to promote, anything you're in, anything cool that's going on. I have been your GM for the evening. You can find me. I run the Ballad at 7 Dice Twitter. We got all them social medias that are kicking up and moving on. I also run the Ballad of the 7 Dice podcast, where we have a group of people who are dragged from different realms, and they're dealing with an eldritch war as it threatens to consume all of the Forgotten Realms. And I'm pretty sure I ate a portion of it already. So definitely check that out. The thing I want to promote is our Patreon. So I always promote the Patreon. Go check it out. Very fun, very cool. But I'm putting in some more work on it, and I'm working on a new audio drama special where it is going to be revolving around the forging of the Bright Blade. So it'll be an audio drama I'm actually writing up, writing scripts for. A lot of the randos here will be throwing in their voices to bring some of those characters to life. And yeah, look forward to that. I'm going to try to do one monthly as long as life is nice to me. So definitely get ready for that. Should be a lot of fun. But I already have the first episode recorded, as it's just kind of like an intro to the situation before we really dive into a lot of the characters. So that should be up within the next week or two. Trying to make sure that it's released for March. But yeah. So there's going to be an audio drama series that is exclusive to our Patreon that is all about the forging of one of the blades of power, the Bright Blade. Ian.
All right. Hi, everybody. I can be found on Twitter at Ian_Caliente. But you can find the shows I'm in two places. I'm going to be in a Call of Cthulhu show called Beyond the Crumbling Veil. It is by Styx Helix Studios. You can find it at Styx Helix Prod, like Productions. But that's like the person running it, but it's going to be through Pseudonym Social. And then Pseudonym Social is where you can find Tempest Multi, which is my Monster of the Week game that I'm in, as like a witchy, like heavy set Puerto Rican dude, kind of like what I am in real life, except I'm also non-binary. But yeah, that one's a lot of fun, and we're coming up on the like the finale. We have a couple episodes left. I think editing has just started on the last like recording session we've done, but it's all coming together. So it's a really fun ride. I play somebody who drives terribly, so close to me a lot. I channeled a lot of my own qualities into this character, terrible driving included. But I'm going to be playing a very different character for Call of Cthulhu, and as soon as that becomes like released, I will keep you all posted. But we're recording this weekend, so I'm really excited to get started on that.
Awesome. Meg.
Hey, I am Meg. You can find me on Twitter at Narnia's Pants, where school's back in session, so that's gonna be a fun first week back. So that's kind of what I'm rambling about right now. You can also find me usually just boosting other people's things, like the Deimos Academy Kickstarter. I backed it. Have you? It's a really, really cool like coloring RPG, like horror mystery. So if you're here, it's kind of up your alley. Sailor Scott Austin and Banana Chan are two of the writers, and I always forget who the third one is just because I don't personally know them. So oops. But it's made by three people. It's been long in the making. If you follow either of them, they've been putting up little hints for the last like year or so. It's really, really cool. The little, what are they called? Like little tiers that you can get come with some really cool stuff. There's digital ones, there's in-person ones. If you get like the super expensive bundle, the $300 one, you get a backpack and a whole bunch of other stuff. So it's kind of cool, and it's really worth it. They're doing really well. They have until I think next month, and they just broke 8K, I believe, either today or yesterday. So they're really, really cool. I am also in a game on Wednesdays over on Critical Misses, and I am playing a very, very queer disaster mess, much like myself. So I feel you there. Weary Ian. It's very much like, is this me or is this my character? I don't know. It's fun. It's a very big Jane Austen-esque chaotic fire. It's a lot of fun. We're hitting, I think, episode 4. I've already lost track, but I think we're on 4. And we only have 4 more after that, so definitely jump in. It's a lot of fun. There's like little like desires and motives and stuff that you get to play with when you play the game. It's based off of Good Society. We're calling it Queer Society because every character is queer, and it's Regency era stuff, but none of the patriarchal bullshit. So it's a lot of fun. And you can catch me there on Wednesdays at I believe it's 7 Central.
Awesome. Jess.
Yeah, I'm Jess. Thank y'all for coming out. I'm art_fantastical on all the social media. I don't really have anything to promote, but here's my cat, and he's got his little spring bow tie on. His name's Wander, and he's the best, except when he's being the worst. But yeah, thanks for coming out, y'all.
Eve.
Hello, I'm Eve, and looking up Megan. You can find me on Twitter at Copper Harpy. That's Copper's in the middle, Harpy is in the bird monster. Let's see. This coming Monday, 7 p.m. Central, on this very channel, we'll be having episode 2 of Magnum Opus, which is the Delta Green game that I'm running on here. They are just about to encounter some pretty heavy shit. Beyond that, I honestly haven't really been listening to anything new recently. There's a show on HBO Max I've been actually liking. Our flag means death, I believe it's called. It's pretty good. About Steve Bonnet and Blackbeard becoming best buds and pirating stuff. It's a very gay show. Like surprisingly gay.
I've heard it's very good. It's on my list.
I like it. I'm having
Making
fun
note
with
of that.
it. We'll see where it goes. Anyways, that's all I got.
Jason.
Hey, I'm Jason_42 here and on Twitter. Not much to promote, just kind of doing my thing. Been watching some of the NVIDIA GTC conference stuff lately. So I guess if you're a nerd like me, I recommend checking that out. Kind of, I don't know. It's the same as every year, just slightly new stuff. But yeah, thanks for coming out, everyone. And take care out there.
All right, because Meg called me on it last time, I will go ahead and we're gonna raid someone here. Let me see who is live at the moment.
Critical Misses
Yes.
is streaming.
There
Ooh.
you go.
Wow.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and raid that right now. So see you then.
From the
Thanks
heart
for
of
showing by,
Canada
everyone.
to you.
All right, ta-ta.
Bye.
Bye.
Raid.
And then I saw